Graduates, diplomates, family and friends, the academic procession is about to enter the hall. Will you please stand? You may now be seated.
Distinguished guests, university colleagues, industry and community partners, families and friends, and most importantly, those of you who are graduating today, I extend a warm welcome to you all. In recognition of the deep history and culture of this island, I acknowledge the Palawa people, the traditional owners and custodians on the land upon which we meet, and pay respects to elders past, present and emerging. And I take a moment to pause about my short history and link to this island, which is, I'm a first-generation Australian. But for the Palawa people, there are centuries, generation upon generation, a long commitment and love for this land. Once again, we welcome everyone to this wonderful occasion. Graduation ceremonies reach back to the beginning of the 1,000 years history of Western universities, a history and tradition that you are all part of today. Today we honour that history and celebrate all of our graduates have achieved and become during their time as a student at the University of Tasmania. As a graduate today, you will each have your own story about reaching this moment and about the people who have supported you along the way. So for everyone who's here today, congratulations. For those of you who are graduating, this ceremony provides you with well-deserved recognition from our university, your university, that you've achieved a level of excellence in your chosen field. We want the world to know about that. It's something we're really deeply proud of, and we want you to go into the world knowing that your knowledge and skills will make a difference. In fact, many of you are already making a difference. Indeed, there are so many ways you can make a difference, especially as a graduate of a university that is driven to do the same. For example, the world is facing the enormous challenge of climate change, and being named the #1 university in the world for climate action for the 3rd year in a row is testimony to the outstanding work being undertaken right across our university community. A university that I hope you are as proud to be part of as I am. And it's not just climate action, it's also sustainability more broadly, where we rank #2 in the world, and so much more. For example, there is also the success of Oxygeni, a product developed with our university engineering and medical researchers, which has helped save the lives of premature and critically ill babies in 40+ countries around the world. Our researchers are also working hard to make multiple sclerosis a disease without disability by identifying and evaluating brain protection and repair treatments for progressive MS. Meanwhile, our psychology clinics in Launceston and Hobart are helping people access mental health services otherwise unavailable to them. Whatever path your life and career takes, you too will make a special Tasmanian contribution wherever you are, wherever you may go. Whether you're originally from Tasmania or not, I hope that you now feel a little bit more Tasmanian and that you'll always treasure your connection to Tasmania and its people, a very special island. The Tasmanian way is something understated, and there are special things that come with it, including a quiet determination and adaptability that underpins many of Tasmania's great successes. We like to think that this Tasmanian way also fosters people who are multi-skilled and who truly get on and do a great job for Tasmania and the world. Over the last 134 years, our graduates have been doing just that. Today, you join them. We are immensely proud of you. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to invite Tess Crawley to present the occasional address. Dr. Tess Crawley began her professional life as an actor, writer and theatre company director in Melbourne in the 1990s. A chance meeting with a police scenes of crime officer, coupled with a love of crime fiction, led Tess to pursue studies in psychology. She returned to Tasmania and graduated from the University of Tasmania with a PhD in clinical psychology in 2004. As a clinical and forensic psychologist, Tess worked in prisons, community mental health settings and academia before launching the Crawley Clinic in 2007, which has since grown to include offices in Hobart, Launceston and Melbourne, with rural outreach around much of Tasmania and with a focus on workforce development. The Crawley Clinic has trained over 70 psychology students, interns and graduates since 2007. More recently, Tess has focused on supporting the well-being and the burnout prevention of other private practice owners around Australia. As a trained business coach to the private practice sector, she has trained, coached and otherwise supported over 1,000 private owners Australia-wide. Tess was named a Psychologist of the Year finalist in 2019 and in 2014 won the Allied Health Leadership and Management Award. Taking her career full circle, Tess is also an author of young adult crime fiction and was named a finalist in the Tasmanian Writers' Prize in 2024. I invite Tess to present the occasional address.
Wow, that sounded very impressive. Thank you very much. Little hint, I did write that. That's how bios kind of work, isn't it? Right, look at your smiling faces. I am so proud, excited, nervous to be here. Deputy Chancellor, distinguished guests, my children and best friend also included in that category, university members, graduands, and families and friends, thank you for being here today. Little wish that you'll all bear with me for the next 5 or 6 minutes. We're going on a journey together. Okay. 1 pubic hair. Perhaps not what you thought we'd be here to talk about today, but life, careers, relationships, and yes, graduation speeches can take us by surprise. 20 years ago, I stood on a similar stage at the Sandy Bay campus to receive my PhD. My thesis topic, impulsive aggression and psychopathic tendencies in female undergraduates. That's what they did in 2004 as well. I remember feeling the odd mix of being finished, but at the same time being at the very beginning. It's an odd feeling, isn't it? And something I'm sure you're all feeling today a little bit too. Because even though we're all here today to congratulate you on completing your studies, well done, your careers stretch before you like an unopened invitation to adventure. There'll be many times when you feel this novice feeling again as your career unfolds. Today, most of you are moving from accomplished student to novice professional. And of course, I also acknowledge those of you who are already experienced professionals. But that novice feeling is something that I'm sure you're all going to be sharing and feeling as the real world awaits. It's a transition that can feel utterly overwhelming once the blush of graduation celebrations start to settle, Christmas is out of the way, New Year's is done, and then there we are in the real world. But one day, and I promise it's before you know it, you'll feel like an old hand. Your reputation as a professional will be rock solid. And perhaps then you'll make another transition from accomplished professional to novice manager, or perhaps from skilled leader to novice business owner. Each of these growth explosions will surprise you, scare you, and highlight just how many elements of your maturing career were not covered by the university studies we're here to celebrate today. Some days you'll doubt yourself, but hold on to self-compassion in those times. And above all else, trust your instincts. They are what set you on this path in the first place. Don't be afraid of risk. Don't fear stepping outside of the box of others' expectations. And don't be afraid to innovate. And whatever you do, never waste your energy fearing judgment, especially from those not in the arena with you. On that note, just take a second to look around. See all those smiling, shiny, happy faces surrounding you? These aren't just your fellow students, your fellow graduates. These are your future peers, your future colleagues, your future mentors, maybe your future boss. It's time now to let the competitiveness of university studies fall away. Instead, embrace the spirit of collegiality. This will serve you much better, I promise. But I digress. Where was I? Instincts, risk, not fearing judgment. Ah, yes, 1 pubic hair. So 30 years ago, I was speaking with a forensic scenes of crime officer about a case she'd worked many years before, a sexual assault. The suspect was smug, taunting even, because investigators couldn't find any physical evidence linking him to the crime scene. Passionate about her work, committed to the notion of justice for the victim, and let's face it, determined to stick it to this offender. But more important to this conversation, driven by a strong instinct, our investigator spent hours crawling around, searching through each strand of carpet at the crime scene until she found what she was looking for. You guessed it, one pubic hair, and it belonged to the suspect. Now, I could have chosen from thousands of stories from my varied career to share today to hopefully inspire you. So why do I tell you that story? As I said right at the start, life can take us by surprise in the most ridiculous ways. For me, that conversation with this forensic investigator was the final piece in a puzzle with no corners. A love of crime fiction, a family history involving crime and multi-generational trauma, a fascination with forensics, a need to understand human behaviour. It all came together in a simple understanding that something as innocuous as one pubic hair can change lives. And when we change lives, we change the world. So if all you take away from my speech today is those three words, one pubic hair, I hope it will act as a shorthand for you. I hope it will inspire you to follow your instincts, to take risks, to follow your passion, and to never be afraid of what others might think of you. Because life is full of unexpected moments that will lead you left when you thought you were heading right. This is a choose your own adventure, so keep your eyes open for those random moments and let your instincts be your guide. And congratulations, celebrate well, you've really earned it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Crawley, for that interesting speech. I might say thank you, Tess, for the interesting speech. It's, as you were talking about all of the things that we need to think about as a profession, of course, I'm adding up in my mind the lessons that I've learned as well, and it often is that funny little moment, that strange little thing that changes. But I would add one thing to what Tess said, and I hope she doesn't mind. Don't be afraid to say, I don't know. And then when you say, I don't know, turn to the person and say, perhaps we can find out together what the answer is. I've always found that that stood me in good professional stead. So thank you for that, Tess. I now call upon Dr. Christine Paget, representing the Chair of our Academic Senate, to present candidates for the degrees and diplomas.
I call upon candidates to stand. Deputy Chancellor, I commend to you the candidates whose names are listed in the conferral list before you for admission to the degrees, for the awards of the diplomas shown. They have completed all requirements for their awards to the satisfaction of the Academic Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I admit you and the candidates in absentia, as listed in the conferral list before me, to the degrees and award the diplomas for which you and they have qualified.
Please join me in congratulating the new graduates and diplomates. Graduates and diplomates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates and diplomates will now be presented to you.
I now call upon Associate Professor Alison Canty, representing the Executive Dean of the College of Health and Medicine, to present the graduates and diplomats in that college.
For undergraduate certificate in Allied Health, Casey Ann Ponting. Ivona Maria Johanna Reid. For the Diploma of Ageing Studies and Services, Kylie Nari Ling. For Diploma of Counselling, Daniel John Chisholm. Jordan Kate Christie. Erin Claire O'Reilly. Georgia Kate Odgers. Sharon Patricia Ann Poynton. Patrick Charles Truscott. For the Diploma of Dementia Care, Adebayo Ghani Abdul Karim. Christine Ruth Bernardos. Daniel Campbell. Bosede Oleinka Dakawa. Jacqueline K. Excel. Rochelle Gordon. Alexandra Tony Hermans. Kimberly Jane Howarth. Doreen Howes. Cornelius Ruan Ipel. Caitlin Lister. Risa Magnuson. Chietzo Marawa.
Elizabeth Miller. Rosemary Louise Muggeridge. Nariana Nicol. Manika Opatha. Catherine Belinda Robinson. Norma Royers. Michelle Jane Russell. Alison Claire Stern. David Talakovsky. Michelle Wilkinson. For the Associate Degree in Dementia Care, Lucy Manzarova. Gina Pirello. For the Bachelor of Dementia Care, Jackie Collis. Letitia Davison. Samantha Everson. Emma Gill. Amelia Krumholetsky. J. Rhea Kaur Sidhu. Mary Elizabeth Stott. For the Bachelor of Psychological Science, Shannon Rachel Akers. Tess Frances Archer. Kate Armstrong. Grace Atkins. Amelia Jane Beattie. Thomas Jack Caldwell Booth. Catherine Ann Bowman. Summer Lily Brain. Grace Lynette Byers. Andrew Carter. Dylan Blessing Chaitika. Avalon Rihanna Chippendale. Madison Cockerill. Jacob Regan Cowan. Grant Davey. Ruby Beatrice Dean. Hannah Kate Donoghue. Brianna Doyle. Isaac Paul Artorius Duffin. Gabriella Joy Freckleton. Alexandra Kate Jeeves. Emmanuel John Giamios. Sophie Claire Giltunnen. Rebecca Ann Green. Benjamin Michael Hamlet. Jade Hay. Sophie May Heatherbell. Murray Dennis Hibble. Hannah Keating. Ryan Barry Keep. Robin Gay Klobasiak. Shannon Krambusanos. Rachel Coons. Sophie Marie Lampkin. Taylor Pennicott Lewinkamp. Cheng Li. Ruby Kate Mayberry. Liam John McConnon. Timothy Morton. Jenna Melinda Nichols. Timothy Michael Ostapovich. Grace Rose Pickett Ovens. Oskana Rose Poposki. Pia Rhodes. Oscar Rose Watson. Jasmine Schroeder. Keely Morgan Sharman. Hannah Shoham. Jack Startup. Alia Vanderkop. Samantha Jane Verne. Sandy Santina Warner Milieri. Ben Callane Weltman Jansen. Lillian May Westcott Hardaker. Christine Therese Willie. Sarah Wilson Haffenden. Bailey Cowan. For Bachelor of Psychological Science and Bachelor of Arts, Joe Craig Clifford. For Bachelor of Psychological Science and Bachelor of Justice Studies, Ambrosia K. Negri. Hannah Emily Salter. Deputy Chancellor, it's my pleasure to invite my colleague, Professor Lisa Foer, to continue the presentation of graduates and diplomates.
For Bachelor of Psychological Science with Honours, Chiara Maria Becker. Jun Yi Cheng. Lucy Sienna Hogg. Nick Kouzis. Ebony Rose Taylor. Imogen Baines. Annie Catherine Carter. Jia Wei Chang. Sophie Rose Jackson. Madeline Maria Williams Krasnicki. Abigail Rose Vilnar. Sophie Louise Williams. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Hazel Mayne Johnston, whom you have admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychological Science with Honours. Hazel has been awarded a university medal, the highest academic award made to an undergraduate student. I ask you, Deputy Chancellor, to present the university medal to Hazel Mayne Johnston. For Bachelor of Psychological Science with Honours and Bachelor of Philosophy, Robert Adam Kirkus. For Graduate Certificate in Addiction Studies for Health Professionals, Moyo Daramala. Kimberly Marie Jones. Idirbong Umaren Michael. Imogen Nun Dam. Nicole Anne-Marie Watt. For Graduate Certificate in Dementia, Sharon Louise Bear. Marissa Claire Biskin. Hannah Louise Kilvington. For Graduate Certificate in Dementia and Graduate Diploma of Dementia, Joy Jenkin Angelie Sagan. For Graduate Certificate in Therapeutic Medication Management, Leanne Crosswell. For Graduate Certificate of Counselling and Diploma of Creative Arts and Health, Michelle Jane Garside. For Graduate Certificate of Counselling, Alyssa Jane Spackman. For Graduate Diploma in Counselling, Mia Arnott. Emma Rose Banbury. Alexandra Caitlin Barr. Tamsin Joanna Caruso. Ella Rose Chapman. Angela Crellin. Bede Michael Crowley. Tara Alice Davey. Sarah Lorraine Hall. Jessica Jane Hidding. Nicola Averley Huxley. Cade Irwin. Valerie Faye Matsumoto. Azaria Kara McCall. Oibola Ayobami Oloruntoba. Evelyn Padilla Silva de Souza. Cynthia Pratt. Amanda Jane Sargent. Brooke Diane Torres. Esther Louise Treadaway. For Graduate Diploma in Counselling and Diploma of Creative Arts and Health, Emily Coughlin. For Graduate Diploma of Advanced Practice, Healthcare Education, Abdullah Ozil Zafar. For Graduate Diploma of Advanced Practice, Workplace Psychology, Alison Nicole Wallbank. For Graduate Diploma of Dementia, Nontokozozu Nkomo. For Master of Dementia, Poo Keng Lee. Jane Rosalind Thompson. For Master of Professional Psychology, Elizabeth Millicent Albans. Helen Naomi Barrington. Joanne Carnaby. Caitlin Elizabeth Connolly. Sophie May Delaney. Kathleen Ann Jacqueline. Melanie Elizabeth Linné. Liliana May Murphy. Ella Grace Pennicott. Asta Brooke Rowbottom. Jack Rose Saywood. Victoria Sophie Ella Watts. Callan Granger War. Isabel Haitley. For Master of Psychology Clinical, Charlotte Lucy Elizabeth Calvert. Nicholas James D'Amico. Isabella Louisa Donis. Zoe Heather Julian Best. Brianne Chiara Jade Knott. Isabella Janice McFieldley. Isabella Alma Pearce. Marielle Nina Prajak. Hilary Kate Smith. Amanda Jia Ki Tan. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates and diplomats from the College of Health and Medicine.
It's now my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Murray Hibble, who graduated today with a Bachelor of... No, I've skipped a page. Just shows. I now call upon Professor Lisa Fletcher, Pro Vice-Chancellor, Graduate Research, to present those graduates who qualified for a research higher degree in graduate research.
Deputy Chancellor, research is one of the major activities of the University of Tasmania, and the strength and diversity of our research is reflected in our consistent world-class performance across a breadth of disciplines. This research excellence makes a real difference, having an impact right across Tasmania and from here across Australia and the world. Our higher degree research graduates make very significant contributions to these research activities, for it is their hunger for understanding and dedication to research that enables the generation of new knowledge through analysis, innovation and insight. We greatly value our higher degree graduate researchers and recognise the excellence and importance of their work across a wide variety of disciplines. Deputy Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the new higher degree research graduates. Deputy Chancellor, you have admitted Rowena Jane Friend to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Friend's research focused on expert reports from mental health professionals, which are crucial in the criminal justice system, but often contain complex language that makes interpretation difficult. This research highlighted the need for clearer reports and better stakeholder communication and provided guidelines for multidisciplinary reports. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Rowena Jane Friend. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Eamon Patrick Garrett. Dr. Garrett investigated gambling-like mechanisms, that is, loot boxes, purchasable within video games. He found that associations between loot box spending and problem gambling severity generalise across income, clarify associations between impulsivity and spending, and indicated current consumer warnings appear ineffective. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Eamon Patrick Garrett. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Paul Matthew Schockman. Dr. Schockman initiated a novel line of inquiry into the cognitive mechanisms of the decision to report misinformation, paving the way for the development of interventions to reduce the prevalence of misinformation online. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Paul Matthew Schockman. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from graduate research.
I think I've got it right now. My apologies. It now is my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Murray Hibble, who graduated today with a Bachelor of Psychological Science. Murray will now give the valedictory address on behalf of the cohort of students graduating today. Sorry about that, Murray.
What all right. Deputy Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the university, graduates, family and friends. I'm humbled by the honour of providing this speech to my graduating cohort. When I look out at my student peers today, I think about the phenomenal industry of effort that our collective achievement represents. When I started this journey back in 2021 and I looked at my little grade calculator and saw 24 empty boxes, I had no idea that it would take so much more than just hard work to get to this ceremony today. The key challenge, which comes up every time I reflect on the journey, was time. Time for me was represented by studying after work 6 nights a week from 7 p.m. till midnight, or volunteering to gain exposure in my desired field. It was so many weekends spent squeezing and reshaping assignments until they fit the word count and the rubric and more closely represented the ideas in my head. And all of that time was stolen from my family. I want to thank my partner of 20 years, Kelly, without whom my achievement would not have been possible. Kelly picked up everything that fell off my plate, and she was there for our gorgeous little buddies Lucas and Tom, and she did it tirelessly. Bubba Boo, I love you, and I thank you for your ongoing support. This is your achievement as much as mine. I'd also like to acknowledge my mum, Annette Keane, a UTAS graduate herself who went back to uni in her 30s while single-handedly raising 2 very tall teenagers. One of whom, and I think it's important for this audience to know, did come out slightly taller than the other, despite being told throughout his entire childhood that he would always be the short one. Doesn't matter, it's not important. Mum then embarked on a rewarding and storied career as a social worker. Mum, you've always been my inspiration, and I know we both wish Nat and Bob were here to share this day with us. I also want to thank my Discord community, the some 500 psychology, social work and counselling students who joined my little virtual campus that I started in the first semester of first year, when I realised that studying online, still in the midst of COVID, was too bewildering and surreal to go it alone. Even if you just lurk, your presence in that space has always made me feel grounded and part of something. Community is so important. Almost all of us have people, and certainly we and they made sacrifices and toiled so that we could be here today. I wasn't ready for uni when I left college, and I still wasn't ready at 24 when I took a tilt at an arts degree. It took until I was 43 and with sometimes painfully won skills about how to apply myself, and it took thinking deeply about my purpose and deciding to be intentional in my life. So I speak to you today as an old and settled man. I have a lifetime of learning, I have resources, I have purpose, and I arrive at this stage thanks, sure, partly to my hard work and my family, but also to an enormous amount of privilege. So I'm in awe of my younger peers who have arrived to this day having to navigate insecure housing, insecure income, managing social lives and relationship dynamics, and all the while developing into the wonderful people that you are or will become. You are so impressive to me because I couldn't have done this at your age. I also recognise my mature age peers, those moving into their 2nd, 3rd or 4th career, who've had to navigate parenting, careers, and often at this stage of life, carrying responsibilities for or bereavements of parents and loved ones. These problems I've related here aren't specific to each cohort either. I don't imagine there's anyone here today for whom this was easy. And I think that's the point, really. None of us are an island. In a world where there is so much outside of our control, to be gloomy about it can be distressingly easy to fixate on an uncertain future and then to fret or fight. But I'd like to encourage us to invest some of our time in the present moment and enjoy what and who you have now, and to actively seek moments of gratitude and awe and love. If there was anything that I learned in my psychological science degree, it was that so much of how we perceive the world is unwittingly influenced and biased in a myriad of ways. From where and at what we point our eyes, to how our senses are then processed, to how we feel and think about that thing, and then the decisions and behaviours we generate in response. Knowing that underlying uncertainty, I humbly suggest that we approach ambiguity in our relationships with others with a simple heuristic. We presume everyone is doing the best that they can. And I believe that too, that everyone shows up each day to do the best they can with what they've got in the moment. I guess I'm saying that community is important, there is love in the world, and what we need as much as hope is kindness. Thank you for listening to my words. I wish you the best with wherever you go next. I'm enormously proud of all of us.
Thank you, Martin, for those fine words. I think probably listening to you, I reflected on the importance of all of those people who stand beside, behind and around you that contribute to where you are each and every day. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in the busyness of the day that we forget about that. And university is one of those things, as Martin captured so perfectly, which is all about community. And it's community which helps to support you on the journey. So thank you, Martin, for your fine words. I really appreciated them. And I'm sure that everyone, when I looked out here, I could see other people nodding in agreement with those, and you hit a chord. So thank you. As we near the end of the ceremony, I'd like to take the opportunity to encourage each of you to acknowledge the contribution of your friends and family who have supported you on your path to graduation today, helping out when things are tough, celebrating your successes. In so many ways, graduation is a collective achievement, and I now invite our graduates to stand and turn and express your gratitude to those who have supported you with a round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. As you celebrate your graduation today, you join over 161,000 graduates who have taken their University of Tasmania experience to all continents around the world and across more than 135 countries. Remember that while you have graduated today, you are not leaving the university. As alumni of the university, you have joined a very special community, and I do hope that you keep in touch. Graduation ceremonies represent a very special moment, and being here with you all today could not be more important or more uplifting for me. Please enjoy the rest of the day with your families and friends, and I invite you to join Professor Nicholas Farrelly and I, your family and guests, in the function room for refreshments at the back of the ceremony hall. I would also like to say to you that your education hasn't stopped today, it really has just started. Education is a lifelong passion of mine, and I'm sure of many people on this stage. I ask you all to stand while a procession retires, and invite you to follow us. Thank you very much.